You know what? I'm gonna have to start over because I'm not even streaming the game right now. I'm getting bad at that, like, because I have to have it on a different, what do you call, a different scene when I'm playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground. That it's just happening way too much.
Job's done.
So anyway, welcome. We're playing a mid-range hunter deck. We'll take a look at the deck list after this match is over. This is our first match with the deck, so still trying to get a feeling on how it's going to play out. No reason to use the bow here. We don't have anything to buff this. Yes, we do. I'll get killed by that. So let's just discover.
This beast will not be tamed.
Death rattle cards cost 2 less.
I wonder.
Okay. Not taunt. So if everything lives, I guess we could do nesting rock next turn. Or if we need eagle horn, sorry, we could, that's like completely awkward. I guess Rat Pack into Bone Mare is a decent combo. Now if we play this, this costs 1.
What to do?
So like on turn 7, if we play this, we technically could play this on turn 8 if it lives. Really sick of that. I think we actually have to unleash here. We just really want to clear it, right? Now if it lives, we can Bone Mare next turn. Looks like it won't live if he's paying attention. At this point, he's down to 15 health. If this is a similar deck to what we've played, we know there's limited healing in the deck, so. He's just going for a clear here.
I want to cast a spell.
There is little time.
kind of like what gets the most. I don't know. We shall see, right? So,
I'm a child now.
okay. He can do a full clear then. Okay. It's really hard not to do the hero ability that turn, but he's still going to have a lot of clears, so...
Ready for action.
That is unlucky. I'm getting another taunt minion there. He still has 4 mana. I think we've got this.
The eternal hunt has begun.
All right. Okay, since we messed up at the end of the recording, me not having the right thing on, this is the deck we're playing with. Mid-range, beast-focused hunter deck. We didn't see any Razor Mauls, which that's a fun card. We didn't have any kill commands. That's a good bit of damage that we didn't have access to that game. We had a lot of... It is a pretty minion-heavy deck. I mean, it's a really minion-heavy deck, actually. It's pretty different than the other hunter deck we showed earlier in the week. So, I don't know. Seems pretty straightforward. It is a little minion-heavy. So, that could be a little frustrating, because you're going to go from, like, I would think with this deck, you're going to go from matches where you just, you know, you're able to just kind of keep pumping out minions, and the other players are very reactionary. But then other matches, you're going to just kind of feel like you run out of options, and you're maybe always trying to catch up, and it's not working.
Trust me.
Yeah. Hello. It's a terrible draw, though.
Such big teeth I have. Oh dear. Better to eat you wish.
Interesting. All right. That's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid turn there. That adaptation, early game especially. Whoa, is this Cthulhu Warrior? Say it ain't so.
Run away.
Now we could have given this +3 attack. It would have died a little quicker, but it would have had a much bigger summons. I think we've got to just go here. 1, 2, 4.
Run away.
We can't just wait around for the Cthulhu stuff to get started. $19. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Okay. I guess that was pretty pointless in the sense that it's just they're all gonna die. Again, I just don't think we're not winning this unless we win it soon. All right, so this is the other example of what I was talking about. Very little spells. We're gonna take a 50-50 here on Deadly Shot. I'm pretty sure.
To my side.
We don't have another weapon, so there's not necessarily a rush. And so weird that this even is still a possibility in the current meta. I think we can go ahead and go ahead and concede here. I do want to just kind of see what it looks like when you play Tarantus, because I've never played Tarantus before. It is only too bad that Tarantus does not have... Why would you? Okay. That Tarantus does not have taunt.
Job's done.
Pretty cool. Alright, he just needs 4 here.
Astonishing.
Alright, good game there, Imd. Alright, let's try it again. technician heading out, so we can probably get one more game in here.
Let the hunt begin.
All right, we'll keep these two, I think. These big guys we'll send back. One thing I don't like about this deck is the limited card draw. Now, there's probably some finesse to the deck that I just haven't had the experience with it yet to pick up on. This is a mirror match. And this will, by the way, what are we going to do turn 2 if we do that? This is, you know, there might be some finesse on, you know, different matchups, playing a different sort of... So I don't know, but it does feel like it's got very limited card draw. Goodness. We're gonna try this. Okay, so that's a different card. It's not exactly mirror. It's close, but not exactly.
This beast will not be tamed.
Let's get Houndmaster. What do we have? 24 health? I don't know. An extra Savannah high main is super. I guess we do have control of the board. Maybe we can afford to do that. 4/3 Raptor in your deck. 4/3 Raptors. That means it'll be what, a 2 mana 4/3. It's pretty strong, I guess. Another one. Ooh, man. That would mean this would cost 4, so next turn we could do that and something else. And it doesn't die easily to the weapon.
Oh dear.
Now he can hit this. Oh, is that a 1 cost 4/3? Dang. I mean, that's solid. Where is it? The Raptor Hatchling. Okay, so it looks like we just play full cost Hyena. We do have card advantage now. That feels pretty good. We will try to discover another high value card. Next turn will be 7.
I let the dogs out.
We almost need to use Unleash.
Beast will not be tamed.
Extra Lich King is fine. We almost need to use Unleash here. When are we going to get better value than now? It's going to do 1 damage. That just sucks though. Let's do this.
My side.
That'll work. We're just putting Lich King down unless he has some kind of like multiplying cards. It's going to give him lots of minions on deck.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Well played.
good. We can heal ourselves or damage him. We've got... Alright. 8, 10, 12, 14. So we are 5 off.
I let the dogs out.
Alright, so there it is. Alright, I think it's probably worth playing a little more with this deck. It seems pretty good. It really does. I'm guessing it's going to have probably what a lot of decks have, somewhere like 60-65% win rate. I think it's good enough to have that kind of win rate and do pretty good in a lot of matchups. There are going to be some frustrating matchups, though. Maybe 65 is high. Maybe it's like 55-60. And with me playing, it's probably closer to 50 because I do miss plays and such. So that's the mid-range hunter. I'm going to... Let me update this to see kind of where we stand. I don't know if we really have time for another game. Let's look at all of our decks that we've played with so far. So we've talked about the 200 decks. Are we in? Let's go to my collection. I'm sorry. So this is the other hunter deck we played with. And this one, I guess, felt slower to me, which means it's probably not quite as good, although... I mean, Arthas is not a good card. I mean, I don't think Arthas is a good card for this deck. It's only got one Savannah Highmane. I actually think the other deck is better. This is trying to get a look like another win condition. I guess is N'Zoth. You could try to get with your... What was it that... the Stitch Tracker. You could try to get an extra Savannah, something extra big for N'Zoth to drop down. I would say this hunter deck, to me at least, this was the early Lich Beast hunter deck we used, might have been more fun in some ways, a little bit more going on, not quite as straightforward. But I think this one is going to be better. I think the one we played today is probably going to be a little better. We unfortunately did not get to build a bear today. That is probably the most fun part of playing Hunter this expansion for me, is doing the Build a Beast ability. So, anyways, I think I would have to say, of all the decks I've played this expansion so far, I still think that the Divine Thrall deck, and we do have a video about this on YouTube as well, and I think we'll probably play some more of this morning in just a few minutes here. I think this is still my favorite deck of the expansion. Not the best deck, but the most fun. This is... Oh, did I not ever try this? I think this might be what I was planning on doing the next video on. So maybe that's what we'll do after I get back. I've got somebody coming out to... Like, it's the day of doing Terminex, so, you know, Terminex comes to your house every quarter or whatever. So I've got to go talk to them, so I'm going to have to go AFK for about 5 minutes, but... what are we calling this deck, by the way? What's the win condition here? I guess this is just like it's fairly controlly. Oh, this is not complete. I guess we're not doing a video on this because what are we missing? We're missing the legendary that lets you... Oh, we're missing the paladin. We're missing the paladin legendary. I guess we're missing two things. We're also missing... Here, let's go to Frozen Throne. Hey, what's up, Anti-Pharaoh? Frozen Throne. crafting paladin. Alright, we're missing Uther. Obviously, Uther's an important part of this. But there's also a hero ability. Oh, what's the name of the card? It's the card that basically is the one-turn kill for the paladin hero ability. Anyway, we're not doing that one today because it's not finished. Big Priest, we're not doing. I've just decided that it's just such an expensive deck. I don't want to craft what's remaining to finish it. The Elemental Jaina was fun. Ramp Druid is probably top tier right now, or some variation of this. But yeah, I think Divine Thrall is probably the most fun deck we've played so far. Alright. So let me go get the Terminix guy started.